Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's requested video, we are going to be talking about how to search for the best items to sell on Etsy. So this video is great for anyone out there that is thinking of opening an Etsy store, or someone that already has an Etsy store. Maybe you're struggling with getting sales, or you want to revamp your whole entire store. Either way, the tool that I'm going to be talking about today, Craft Count, is an amazing tool for everyone, whether you are new to Etsy or a seasoned Etsy seller. So if you want to learn what are the best items to sell on Etsy, make sure that you watch all the way to the end. Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe today. I do upload weekly videos to help you build an impactful Etsy business. So make sure you subscribe today. Make sure you show me some love by liking this video and leaving a comment below. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the site that I'm talking about, which I have mentioned prior before on my YouTube channel, is craftcount.com. And this is a free website. I personally like to use it because it gives me the top Etsy seller in any country and any category, which is really nice. So if you are thinking of starting an Etsy store, maybe you want to sell digital prints, but you're not really sure if the style of digital prints you're selling is going to do well or not, what I recommend is doing some market research using Craft Count. And the process of market research is basically just gathering enough information about the business that you want to start, the target audience, to determine, right, if it's going to be a successful business or not. Is it a successful product that people are searching for? Are people buying what you intend to sell, right? And the best way to do that is to see other stores and how successful they are. Now, when you're doing market research, I always tell people, stay within the time frame of 1 to 2 years. Try not to do market research on a store that's been open like 10 years, right? Because they could have a lot of sales, but we don't know if majority of the sales came right in the beginning when they opened, and as years gone by and it kind of fizzled down. And because there's no way to determine how many sales they've gotten year after year, even though with Craft Count you actually could see it, I personally prefer if I look at stores that have been open 1 to 2 years. That's more relatively more for me it works better because it gives me a better idea. Okay, this is actually working now opposed to this work 10 years ago. They're still selling, but maybe they built a clientele. Maybe they have a huge email list, right? So for me, it just works better on newer stores because the numbers seems to be more fresh to me. And the nice thing about Craft Count, like I said, is free, so you don't have to pay anything. And it gives you all these different stats up here. So the first one is daily top 10 sellers. So these are the top 10 sellers overall, and these are excluding supplies. So Planner Kate one, she's always up there. So for instance, she sold today, January 14, 1,293 sales, which is crazy. When you click on it, it will take you to the actual store and you're able to see the store. So this store has been open since 2014 and they sell planners and stickers, etc. But as you can see, her prices are really reasonable, and she does have a lot of listings. But that just shows you, like, I mean, that's crazy. Imagine you getting over 1,000 sales on a daily basis, right? So if you were thinking of opening a planner store where you sell planners and stickers and other things like weekly planners, monthly planners, kit planners, this is a really great store to study. This is a really great store to kind of do some market research. What is she doing? You're able to come down here and kind of see her Facebook page. You're able to click on her Instagram. So this is like market research. You go and see what they're doing. She has a really nice following on Instagram, which is really great. And she does everything with planners on her Instagram, which is very focused, which is really great. And then she uses this cute puppy. I mean, who's not going to want to like this picture, right? But this will give you an idea what are they doing to kind of plan out if this is something that you would like to do. So her Facebook page is not working now, or her link is broken. So, but just reviewing these stores and just doing research. And they have so many other stores. This is one of my favorite stores. They sell wedding accessories and gifts and etc. And this is Mod Party. I've talked about them before. They've been open since 2013. So if this is kind of like the style of store that you would like to open, where you sell bridesmaid gifts, where you sell wedding favors, decorations, accessories, etc., this is a great store to look at and study and see what are they doing, right? Their pictures are amazing. They have a great about me. They have all their stuff up here. Look at this. This is like easy market research. This is their Instagram account, which is very, very cute and girly, which I love. And you could just go down here and you could check out their Pinterest account, right? So this is their Pinterest account. They have a huge following on Pinterest, which is really nice. They have a lot of monthly views, which means that they're very popular on Pinterest. You're able to click on their Facebook page and kind of see how their Facebook page is. They have really good marketing and branding. Everything has the same logo. Everything has the same banner that I always talk about when I do critiques, or I talk about when I just do general topics on branding, right? So just looking at what are they doing on their Instagram, on their Facebook page, what can I do to kind of not copy them, but be better than them. They actually have a website, so you're able to go in there and kind of see what their website look like. So this is pretty neat that they have an Etsy store, but they also have their own website, which I highly recommend for everyone to have both. So just just go in there and look at stuff like this and see is your product, whatever you're thinking of starting to sell on Etsy. Or keep in mind, guys, even if you already have an Etsy store and you want to add more products and you don't know what to add, this is a good place to come here and see the top sellers in your category. So you will go here, search your category, go in there and see, okay, what additional products do they have that maybe I could add to my store. The key is not to copy. The key is to make it better than theirs. If you're going to do it, make sure that yours is better. If you do it, maybe yours is a bundle package. They sell it individually. Maybe you do a bundle package that offers more for less pricing, right? But just make sure that yours is better pictures, more marketing, etc. But you could come in here and you could pretty much pick based on your supplies, if you digital art, if you do handmade, fabric, knitting, vintage supplies, and you could kind of compare and see what are the other stores are doing, right? And you could look at pretty much, let's say you want to do digital art, you could look at that as well. These are all of the stores, and you kind of go through each one and kind of see what are they doing themselves. So this is a store that's been open since 2010, and they sell like vintage art, which is very popular on Etsy. And you could just go through the list and kind of see something that's similar to your actual store at the current moment, or maybe something that you would like to model or start selling. This is a really nice store. They have over 80,000 sales, and they sell these beautiful pictures like these that you could put in little necklaces. And it's really neat because a lot of this stuff, I have actually artwork for this. I've done a couple of these and they're sold. I just have not made a whole store about it. And she took a niche and she did it all in one store, which is really unique. It's very different. So these are all stuff that she sells. All these are bundles. So you get all of these just for $5. And then these are stuff that you could put inside necklaces, which is really neat. And this is really big on Etsy. So just looking at stuff like this, and this will also help you to get new ideas. It will help you kind of look and be like, okay, you know what? I kind of like this. I know how to do it. I love doing that. And then you could kind of like twist it and make it your own and be very unique. This is another store that they sell unique collage sheets, and they're very unique. But they're very cute. It's very different, and that's the key. It's about being different. So just using this tool, it's a really great tool. It's only gonna give you stores that have over 1,000 sales, stores that are successful within that niche. And that's the nice thing about it too. You don't have to worry about looking at a store that maybe doesn't really have the sales to prove, right? And for you to kind of get excited about, oh, I kind of like that. That's what I really wanted to do. I see a store, or I see some stores that are successful with it. I could, make it my own spin of it and be successful on Etsy. So just going in here, kind of looking through it, seeing what exactly are they doing. Can I do it better? Is it something that I will get enjoyment of? Is it something that maybe is my passion? Or it doesn't necessarily have to be your passion, but if you enjoy doing it and you don't mind doing it over and over and over, it could easily become a passion as well. So just keep that in mind. But this is a really remarkable tool, and I wanted to bring it up in this video because a lot of people were asking me, when I do market research, it's so hard. How do I do market research? I don't know how to do that. I don't know if my product is going to sell on Etsy. I have a few ideas. I'm all over the place. I think I want to do this, but I think I want to do that. This is a place to do it. This is really, really neat. You could just come in here, and if you have like 3 to 5 ideas of 5 different stores you want to do, just do some research. Take a time to do research. You could do one store, one idea per day, right? So you don't get so overwhelmed, and just kind of do the research and see, okay, which one do you want to do, right? And just do one at a time. I don't suggest multiple stores, because when you have multiple stores, you're splitting your energy. And what's going to happen is one is always going to be the one that you spend the most time on, and the other one is going to be the one that you lack time on, especially in the beginning when you're first, building the store up, creating a banner, marketing, creating, social media platforms for it. You're trying to build brand awareness. You're trying to build up your brand, etc. That's very time consuming. So for you to have like multiple stores and have to do that for each store, especially if you work a full-time job and you have a family, you will never get to it. Basically, it'd be too hard. Not impossible, but hard. So therefore, it's just easier if you just start with one store, focus on that one, grow it. And even if you fail, because I had a lot of stores on Etsy that didn't do well, even if you feel like, okay, this was, I failed, or I'm not enjoying it as much, or I thought I would enjoy it, but I'm not doing as great, then you could stop that and then maybe start with a new store. And that's okay. I don't think that there's no failure, because you're learning, and the second store will be so much better. That's what I did. My first store was okay, but my third store was the one that I struck gold, because I already had the experience. I learned so much, so I made that store the best store ever. The first one was like trial and failure, even though I did really, really good. My first year I made over 21,000, but that shows you that I took what I learned from my store 1 and my store 2, and I applied it to the third one all the way to the sixth one. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes your first one might not be the best one, right? Sometimes it will be the best one, especially if you take the time to do it versus rushing like I did. So just keep that in mind. But Craft Count is 1, free. 2, is very simple to use, as you guys could see, and it's going to give you the top sellers in any country, any category, which is really, really, really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this tool. Let me know in the comment section if you used it before, or if you have any questions about it that maybe I could answer. And thank you guys for watching.